Welcome back everyone to part 3 of Liam Runnalls' Cryptic for the day. Part 1 and 2 will be linked in the description. This one's been custom made, I guess, for beginners. So I've tried to really walk through each of the clues and my passing of them in more detail than usual. So let's see if we can finish this off. We did get stuck, or I did rather, not you so much, on 22 down and on 25 across. So I'm going to continue with these and then come back around. So 17 down, yep, Scottish lake shows lack of fluctuation. This is probably a less word because we've got lack of something. And yet Scottish lake. In fact, no, it's going to be a Ness, the Loch Ness being the famous lake. Lack of fluctuation, evenness. Yes. So even and yet are synonymous. Feels a bit weird, but they are. And Scottish lake is Ness, and lack of fluctuation. So yeah, I was wrong with thinking less there, but I was kind of on the right track thinking that because I had an S, it could be an NES or an ESS word. So you do see things like that come up where it feels instinctive that you might have a Ness word, and then of course that Scottish lake confirms it. Also, you know, in this kind of clue, the word yet is unlikely to be the definition because it doesn't really probably have many long synonyms. There could be things like even though, or I guess although might be synonymous, and so that might be one. But yeah, there we go. Let's see what 23 across is, a little dinky one. Trains regularly for bronze. Well, this is another clue type we've not seen yet in this crossword, where we're taking the regular letters, like every second letter of this word trains gives us T, A, and N, and TAN is a verb to bronze, or I guess the colour bronze may also be called bronze. But definitely to tan is to bronze. 20 down. Beginning to move. So already we're starting to think about that looks like a word that indicates to select a letter, the first letter, giving us that M. Iron around shirt. Hold on. Feels like hold on. I don't think it is that. So iron is often well, and that definitely is cross, right? I'm a bit confused here. Let me just reset my brain. So shirt is often the letter T for t-shirt. We've got a T there, and something's going around that, so that would make sense here. So we're going to move the word iron around, I guess, and we get intro. Right, okay, so forget everything I said. I jumped the gun there, but, you know, that kind of intuition is good. You think, beginning of move, that's going to be the first letter of move. But I'm pretty sure that when Liam clues something like that, he's conscious that he's misdirecting the solver because you're likely to jump to the conclusion I did. And so I was quite confused when I saw that this was probably indicating M and this was probably indicating T. And as I say, the definition is always at the start of the end. So I was like, where's the definition? And how are we going to get a word ending in O out of all this? On top of which, iron commonly comes up as indicating the letters Fe, Fe being the chemical symbol for iron. So that was also at play. And I was all over the shop. 19 across. I feel like I'm talking a bit faster than I was earlier. I'm on a short break. 19 across. Catchphrase. 7 letters. In finale of hot silver accord. Nice. So there's a few little good things here as well. So remember the definition's either at start or the end. So the middle bit is going to have some stuff going on for certain, wordplay wise. And finale of, just like I was thinking beginning of, the finale of the word hot is the T. And silver, this is one to know, its chemical abbreviation is AG, surprisingly enough. That would give you, well, that gave me tag at the beginning most likely, and then catchphrase is a tagline, and then I realized that chord is a line, so that's how that comes together at the end. So we're closing in here. I think we also couldn't solve 14, so let's try 10. How hyenas on a farm are a subject of ridicule. Interesting. How hyenas are on a farm. I think this is one of these, again, it's question marks, one of these kind of figurative clues where it's going to be a bit of a quirky play on words rather than just wordplay. So how hyenas on a farm are a subject of ridicule. Right, so this is laughing stock. Now, a subject of ridicule is a laughing stock. How hyenas on a farm? I mean, I guess a hyena is just considered to be kind of, not sure what that's about. It's some sort of figurative thing, I guess, but a hyena is considered to be laughing animals. Maybe, and so laughing stock would be your stock of hyenas. That might be what's going on. I'm a bit confused, but comment below if you have an idea. 14 across. Let's see if we can crack this out in 10. Prejudice against large egg with crack. So I came here before. And I still don't see what this word is. A prejudice is a slight, but that doesn't fit. And that Australia was definitely correct, as was isolated, and is like laughing stock. So we've got L for large somewhere, and it feels like that would go here now. But if that's that, what's this word? Egg. Well, egg, as I said earlier, is often an O. I'm still not seeing a word here. And I don't know what crack. I presume at this point prejudice would be. Oh, actually, let's not forget the against, which would be a V. But then where's our L? I'm thrown by this one. GTY, just also checking for a hidden. I won't go into that, I don't think it's there. Let's try 14 down. I don't know if I've actually tried this yet. Inspires brother to dine with that man. Gluttony, say, 8-2. To dine with that man. So that, yeah, this is going to be, I don't know whether to say the answer or to try to explain my thinking first. What got me here was I thought we've got an E and a T, and we've got the word dine, and that can mean eat. And, oops. And that man often comes up as the word he or him. And so I saw that and thought this could be breathes in. So I think that is what it is, because inspires is the definition. And so that eat he, to dine with that man, gluttony say. Wow. Oh, so, right. Brother is BR. That is an abbreviation, I think, from religious terminology. And gluttony, say, is sin, because gluttony is an example, of a sin. So often you'll see this say, meaning just as an example, gluttony, meaning sin. And that BR, that brother and the sin, is around the outside of all that other stuff. So, oh, bigotry, good grief. How did I not think of that? So, what was this doing? Oh, well, I can see big in there. So, okay, prejudice against is bigotry. Large is big. O is egg. And crack is try. Right, to have a crack is to have a try. We've just cracked 10 minutes. So, and these were the ones I couldn't think of before. And I'm conscious now that I do actually have to go. Let me see quickly. The French canister with mad Christian symbol. So I was thinking canister was can, but it doesn't seem to be. Oh, Latin. That's right. So la for the French, as we talked about, but tin for a canister. And Latin cross is the Christian symbol. Now we finally have this 22 down. Just open 3 cards on 3rd birthday. I mean, there's not many words that actually fit here, right? You've got alas and away. A jar. Oh, indeed. Right, just open is a jar. That's telling me I'm wrong because I'm using software that doesn't have the answers in it. So how does this work? And it was 3 cards. AJA, ace, jack, ace. I was thinking, how am I going to get kings and queens? And even J's, which are awkward letters, but in this case, it was that. And then 3rd birthday was that R. In fact, I think I was calculating the 3rd letter of this to be H earlier. I'm not sure. Anyway, I do have to run. Thank you for joining me for this little 3-part show today. As I said, I'm going to try to do some more of these kind of things a bit more structured than taking on a full crossword. So if you have any thoughts for that, any questions, do let me know. Do subscribe if you've made it all this way. And I will see you all again next time for probably a pretty cool Sudoku puzzle. See you soon.